During Computex 2019, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su introduced the company's newest M4 platform chipset, the X570, designed to support the new AMD Ryzen 3000 series processors. X570 is just as big of an update as the new Zen 2 architecture is. On paper, it has a lot of talking points: the latest PCIe 4.0 interface, the 11W operating TDP, and more USB 3.1 G2 connectivity for vendors to work with. In this video, we'll analyze all the available X570 motherboards we could find. So, let's get started. The AMD X570 chipset overview. PCIe 4.0 is here. Among the biggest additions to AMD M4 platform is the introduction of PCIe 4.0 support. Courtesy of the new X570 chipset, X570 marks the first consumer motherboard chipset to feature native PCIe 4.0, which can double the bandwidth available for everything from SSDs to video cards, offering the opportunity to improve performance when these peripherals get bus bottlenecked. Better still, PCIe 4.0 isn't just a feature of the X570 chipset. The Ryzen 3000 series also support PCIe 4.0 for the integrated PCIe lanes that the CPU are directly hosting, thanks to the I/O die at the heart of each chip. As a result, the X570 chipset and Ryzen 3000 even use PCIe 4.0 to talk to each other, with that link consuming 4 dedicated lanes from each chip. Directly comparing AMD trio of M4X series chipsets, the X570 chipset naturally adds the aforementioned PCIe 4.0 lane support, an improvement over the predecessors X470 and X370's last-gen PCIe 3.0 standard. Another big plus to the new X570 chipset is more support for USB 3.1 Gen 12, as well as AMD allowing motherboard manufacturers to play with 12 flexible PCIe 4.0 lanes, out of the total of 24 forks for CPU, 8 X-Fix for PCIe to implement features how they wish. With the flexible I/O lanes, vendors can add features such as SATA ports, PCIe 4.0 zone slots, or even 3 more PCIe 4.0 and NVMe 2 slots. One of the biggest changes in the chipset is within its architecture. The X570 chipset is the first Ryzen chipset to be manufactured and designed in-house by AMD, with some helping as media IP blocks. Previously, with the X470 and X370 chipsets, those chipsets were directly developed and produced by AS Media, with the company building them on a 55nm process. Meanwhile, we've also seen chipset TDP rise and fall over the generations. The X370 started things off at 6.8W, and X470 improved upon things to bring the chipset TDP down to 4.8W. However, for X570, thanks to the high power cost of PCIe 4.0, the TDP of the chipset has gone back up, and significantly so. Even the lower power version of the chip still has an 11W TDP. As a result of the increased power consumption of the X570 chipset, better chipset cooling is required. All but one of the motherboards launching in this first round of products are featuring an actively cooled chipset heatsink. We hope you found our in-depth review helpful and informative. Comment below if you have any questions about this review or explanation. Thanks for watching.